Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for this question. It is not a very easy question to answer because, uh, as you can imagine, the issue of conservation and threats with spoonbill sandpiper is very complex. To be honest, we really don't know what is the major driving force for the spoonbill sandpiper, but we have addressed several issues because we were thinking for a long time that habitat loss in the non-breeding areas on migration in Korea and China in particular was the main issue. We addressed this very successfully, especially in China, who is protecting now all the important spoonbill sandpiper sites, or almost all. And also hunting was a major issue. We have really helped to address this in Myanmar, China, and Bangladesh in particular. But the species is still declining. Although we have been so successful in addressing hunting and habitat loss, we still think there is another very important issue. And I think we underestimated the impact of pollution and poisoning. And if you consider that the spoonbill sandpiper in particular is looking for estuaries of big rivers, that's where they really like to go, like the Red River Delta in Vietnam, the Jiangsu and other rivers, Yellow River Delta in China, very important. In Myanmar, the Irrawaddy River, Salwen and Sitown River. In Bangladesh, the big delta of the Ganges and Brahmaputra River. All of these are key wintering and stopover sites for the spoonbill sandpiper, but they accumulate all the pollutants which come into this catchment area. So we need to look at this and investigate what kind of pollutants are exposing spoonbill sandpipers and other migratory birds who go along these sites and roost for long periods, accumulate the um, potentially pollutant, poisoned items from the food through the sediments. So we have huge areas of catchments from these rivers where agricultural chemicals, heavy metals from industries, and everything else is ultimately accumulating in the estuaries and pose a big threat to spoonbill sandpipers and other shorebirds. So we need to investigate this, and hopefully we can address this with the help of many of our friends and donors and our organizations who support us. I will be reporting on this very soon with hopefully more details. I hope this answers some of the questions. I forgot one important issue, which is climate change, but that's even more complex, and we don't understand fully what it could mean for the spoonbill sandpiper. What can you actually do to save the spoonbill sandpiper? As we already said and managed, we addressed the hunting issue. We managed to get all the nets in Bangladesh and Myanmar abolished. Also in China, a lot of progress has been done. Everybody can help to observe and monitor the areas and report when you find nets that are threatening shorebirds to the local police or to us as the Sandpiper Task Force, and we will report to the appropriate people to help stop these illegal initiatives. And we hope also in Vietnam that this is soon be illegal and will be stopped soon. So that's still something everybody can do, help us with that. Also, if you see that some mudflats, which are important for spoonbill sandpipers and other shorebirds, are threatened by anything, please do report to us and we will help with our network of decision makers to stop these coastal areas being destroyed. So that's the two most important things. I think the pollutant issues is much more complex, and we need a lot of money and experts who can identify and measure these tiny, tiny poison items which are hidden in food items and the mud flats. That's much more complicated, and nobody can really help there. I hope this answers your questions, and thank you for supporting Spoonbill Sandpiper.